Stormwood and Associates is a production of the Nerd and Tie Podcast Network. For more podcasts from actual play to true crime to witchcraft, go to nerdandtie.com or join our community on Discord by finding an invite at nerdandtie.com/discord. In pursuit of a stolen magical object, Stormwood and Associates Field Team 623 stepped into a tear between realities and vanished. They found themselves trapped in another plane, facing a reality that was not their own, and driven to avoid dark forces they don't understand. And so, Team 623 finds themselves leaping from world to world, striving to put right what they find wrong, and hoping each time that their next jump will be the jump home. Stormwood and Associates stars Celeste Star Twin as Dee, Gen Proc as Obi, Trey Dorn as Amy, and Becca Johnson as Liz Stormwood. Previously on Stormwood and Associates. So, in a universe where everything seems to be like the Regency era for some unknown reason, and Liz has accidentally taken the place of her counterpart in an engagement to a version of Brent, it has been found out that the reason why no one has seen the local version of Liz Stormwood is because, well, she's been kidnapped. That's right. The local Liz has been kidnapped, and so our heroes have gone off to try to rescue her. Apparently she's been taken by a highwayman who's been terrorizing the local roads and is being held captive at a nearby inn that Amy actually happened to stumble into the night before. So, our team has loaded up the truck that to outsiders appears to be a horse and carriage and driven out to the inn, or at least they're on their way to go do that. And hopefully save the day? Hopefully save the day. That's the plan, at least. Probably only took me like 20 minutes while flying to get there, so we probably get there pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah, we take a right at the crossroads, I think. There are signs at that crossroads.
I wrote it down.
I know there's a crossroads where one direction takes us to the church, the other direction takes us to the inn.
Yes.
So whatever direction the
my
sign...
notes are backwards from what I said. Great.
That doesn't matter. As long as we're, we don't have to specify right now.
Yes, you head towards the inn. You know where it is.
Yeah. Well, but the thing with the left and right, it just depends on what direction you're looking at the crossroads. So,
exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, when we get to the inn, I'm hopping out with Onyx and my punch daggers.
Yeah, I will get out too with my sword.
I happily pull my gun, although remembering that it might turn back into a flintlock, I guess.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Some kind of terrible old gun, yeah.
All right.
And I am walking up to the inn door.
Okay.
Is it locked?
Yeah.
I am kicking the door open.
Okay.
Right. Let's show those Irish folk musicians who's boss.
Roll me a d10 for that kick.
All right. Oh, that was a 2. Well, but would it be an attack? Wouldn't it normally just be a bare hands attack?
Sure.
So if I rolled that 2 as my attack, so a bare hands attack is 1d10 plus my effective combat skill, which is my bare hands is a 1, so it's 3 plus my level is 3, so it would be a 6.
Oh.
Now a fodder person's got a dodge of 4, so I think I hit the door.
You hit the door.
which is the least embarrassing thing, at least. Because even if I don't successfully break it down, I at least did not miss kicking a door. And for damage, I would do a whole 4, which I don't know what statistics we're using for the door, but if it was, if we gave it fodder stats, I would have damaged the door but not broken it down.
Yeah. You probably would have like kicked it hard enough to like probably open it like an inch. But then like it's been barred further, so
Okay. I have a solution to that.
okay.
Royals of Psychic Flame wrap around my hand, and I push into the door, casting an attack spell, and blow up the door.
Okay. Flaming splinters fly everywhere. And you walk into a empty, dark bar, or like, tavern area.
Yeah, the tavern area. Yeah, it's.
And,
I do not feel bad. I met the people who ran this place. They're absolute assholes. I do not care. I'm gonna look for. Okay, so I'm assuming that no one's in here.
No.
Right. So I'm looking for. Okay, so it's an inn. If someone's being held captive at the inn, there are only a couple of places they could be. 1 upstairs, or 2 out by like the horses. Moira was filthy and dirty. Okay.
God, this terrifying beast. Now we have to go buy more horses? Like, as in the vicinity of. I didn't think we were going to purchase horses, just to clarify.
D.
Felt the need to clarify that one.
All right. All right, D, what I want you to do
Yeah.
is... Okay, so, let's come up with a plan first. Let's get out of here. Let's... So, okay, Moira was dirty, right?
Yes. Yeah, she
So, do you think...
like ran all the way back to the...
Right, do we think she got that from the running, or do you think we got that from where she was being held?
I assumed running.
Okay, so... All right, D, why don't you stay out here and watch the door in case something, in case we're wrong and they're not in the inn, and like they're in the stables or something. So you stay outside and watch, and that way, because I just blew up a door and they might have heard it.
Feels like a safe assumption. Yeah, I'll
and then
watch the door.
if we start screaming or something, come in and help us. All right.
Hell yeah.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna start looking for stairs up into the inn, cause it's an inn, right? So that means it's got rooms.
Yes. All right. So, what you don't see any stairs immediately. What you do see are 2 doors on the wall to your right and 1 door straight ahead of you.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, Liz. Which one do we go?
I would say middle.
Okay, I go to the. I guess. So you said there's 1 door ahead, 2 on the left.
Yes.
So the one that's kind of the one on the left that's closer to the one straight ahead. You know what I mean? Like the.
Oh yeah, no, I fully understand.
Yeah.
All right. You open that door, and you find the kitchen.
Okay.
There are no stairs in the kitchen.
Right.
There is a another door in one of the walls of the kitchen.
Does it look like that leads outside or elsewhere into the house? Or
Elsewhere into the building.
There's no external door in the kitchen?
There is, by the fireplace.
Okay. Does it look like it's like barred or anything like that? Or does it have like a lock and I can't tell?
It is locked.
Okay.
So if you end up and like pushed on it, you would find it would be locked.
All right. I'm mostly just like thinking about escape vectors that people could use. All right.
I'll try the other door to the left.
Okay. So the other door along that same wall opens up into a private dining room with a single large table and many chairs.
Available for weddings and other special events.
Mm-hmm.
Inquire within. Talk to our event specialist about rates and availability.
Well, third time's a charm.
All right. So the third door leads to a common room, and you have successfully found the stairs.
This inn is bigger than I thought it was.
Mm-hmm. It's way bigger.
What I was mentally picturing was a much smaller place.
Yeah, it's got like a whole area with like stables and a coaching house and like.
Oh boy.
Mm-hmm.
I guess this will probably do nothing, but I am going to try to detect spooky just in case.
Okay. There's no spooky.
Okay. Just the ambient spooky this whole universe has.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Let's go upstairs.
All right. On the second floor, it opens up to a common sitting area with 10 doors around it.
Okay.
Is there any like light coming from like underneath any of the doors?
Yeah. There is light coming from nearly all of them. There's just one that there's no light coming from.
Right.
Okay, so
I'll go to that one.
yeah, I was going to say, because all the other ones, like, because we'd see light coming from under the doors from sunlight coming into windows, but if they've got the curtains drawn, there wouldn't be light coming into the hallway from there.
Mm-hmm.
Science. Yeah, that's a suspicious looking one.
Okay.
If video games have taught me anything.
Like the other.
All right. You open it up and reveal a supply closet.
Right.
Okay.
With nicely folded,
that makes sense.
folded linens.
Okay.
You will have
I knocked
noticed...
the linens on the ground. No, I'm just kidding.
That's fine.
I don't like these people.
Well, yeah, whatever. The linens are on the ground.
Good. Right.
You will have noticed that on 3 of the walls there are a number of doors, but on the 4th wall there's only one single door.
All right. All right, so I'm trying to mentally picture this.
Mm-hmm.
So I had assumed we were looking at a single hallway, right? But that's not what it is.
No, the hallway is like a
big open room is what you're saying?
It's a big open space, yeah.
Okay, so it's very different than what I had in my head. All right.
Yeah, sorry.
No, it's fine. That's fine. So, all right. So the one wall only has one door, and then the other walls all have kind of an even distribution.
Yeah, they have multiple doors.
Well, then let's check the. I point at the wall with only one door. Let's check that one. That's as good as any. And
Yeah.
but actually, what I'm gonna do is when we get to it, is I'm gonna try to listen at it, like put my ear to the door and listen into the room. See if I hear anything.
You hear faint snoring.
I'm going to try to slowly turn the doorknob.
It is locked.
God, we need a thief. Wait, is Obi currently a thief?
Obi is currently a thief.
We did not bring Obi?
You did not bring Obi?
We're so smart.
What if we shout fire?
We could shout fire. Or
Are you suggesting we could make a fire? We could set the place on fire?
so I know we shouldn't. I'm being smart and rational and not saying that we do that, but every part of me wants to burn this place down to the ground. They were assholes last night. I don't like this place. The only noise I'm hearing in there is snoring. So if something's happening in there, it's not like actively happening in there, right?
Right. Shit. Why don't you go check the windows?
Shit. Not a bad idea. Okay. I have to go outside.
I'm gonna stay in here.
You realize, I said something, I was like, you realize I can't communicate with you if I'm outside, right?
Okay.
We don't have comms.
I understand that.
Okay, all right. I'm gonna go outside with my bird.
Okay.
Because it's fun to have the bird with. Not because I actually need the bird, but, you know. Actually, no, I'm going to leave the bird with Liz to help Liz as a backup. Because while Amy can't know what the bird is doing, I still can control the bird and help Amy in a fight. And help Liz in a fight if Liz gets in a fight that Amy's not there for. So I'm going to leave the bird with Liz. All right, the bird's just going to follow Liz around. All right, I'm going to go outside, and when I get outside,
Dee is outside singing Karma Chameleon to herself. Holy shit!
Red, green, and gold. All right, I'm just gonna go look at all the windows, and I'm going to kick off. I'm going to spend a sweet move point and kick off the ground and start flying.
Okay.
For me to have done. Not that I can fly.
And I'm literally going to start flying around all the second floor windows and looking in each window.
All right. So you go through, and most of the windows don't have the shades covering them.
Okay.
But there seems to be a corner room at the back that has the shades drawn, and you cannot see inside.
All right. What kind of window is this? Is it like the kind that opens, slides up? Is it the kind that swings outward as two panels? Like, how is this window constructed?
Good question. No. I don't want software. I want window. No.
Trying to Google the history of Windows and finding out what year Windows 2.0 was released.
Yeah. Dumb.
I mean, I would assume that most of them are the kind that swing outwards, right, for this time period.
Like with shutters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think the kinds that slide up when they open or use springs as the counterbalance, so they're a little more. I don't know when what went into what effect, like in what ages, but the kind on hinges that because you always want a window you can open in a bedroom, the kind that open outwards or inwards depending on the design of the place. Those have been common for much longer.
I don't know. Double hungs look like they've been around for a while. It doesn't matter. They're windows.
Right, but if I'm trying to open a window that may or may not be locked, because people don't necessarily lock a second floor window.
Oh, yeah.
And if they're the kind that open outwards, that's easier for me to get into them once I open it.
Mm-hmm. But they would be locked from the inside.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they
yes.
they can be locked, yes. And if you're saying they're locked, they're locked. It was just statistically there was a chance they might not be.
Oh, okay. So no matter what kind of windows they are locked from the inside.
Yeah. But what kind of window they are depends on what kind of lock it is, right? So if it's the kind that are like the two panes that swing out, that's usually just a hook lock, right?
Seems like it would be that.
Okay. Let's do that, because I don't want to think about windows anymore.
Right. But that means if I could, if I could get a playing card.
Did you bring a playing card?
You think I don't have playing cards in the truck? And playing cards would just turn into playing cards, because playing cards are a thing that we've established exist.
Yep.
And so, yeah, it's because if it's a hook, I could slip a playing card between the windows and raise the latch. Theoretically, I'm assuming you'd make me roll to see if I could pull that off, but
of course,
that is a solution I could try.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm gonna quick fly down to the truck, get out, get a couple of grab a deck of cards out of the glove compartment, and yeah, it's just grab the jokers. So in case I lose these, I can still use that deck for solitaire. And yeah, it's try to slide the playing cards under the window near the base of the window and slide it up in the hopes of unlatching the hook latch.
Okay. Roll me a d10.
All right. We're not rolling you. You've been rolling terribly. We're going to roll you. And you're going to roll good for me right now. That's what you're going to do. All right, Di? All right. I know. Look, I'm picking you because you are the one with the raven on it, right? So, wait, are you the raven or are you the hawk? Which, I got 2 dice here. Oh. Well, you dropped on the floor. All right. We're going to roll you. We're going to roll this one because you've been rolling pretty terribly. And, of course, I roll a 3.
Don't quite get it.
Can I try a second time?
You can, and there is also another window that you can try.
Well, I'm going to fly to the other window and see if that one's locked first.
It is.
All right, I'm going to try this one.
Okay.
7.
Ooh. Nice. That opens it.
Yeah. All right, I'm going to try to, as quietly as possible, open the window. And I'm going to try to... I'm assuming it's curtains behind the window?
It is curtains, and it squeaks a little bit.
Yeah, of course it does. Well, I'm not a thief or a ninja, so
Yeah.
I don't... And the version of Warcaster I didn't take the quiet magic thing that I could have. Instead, I took tank so I can take damage from my friends because I'm a hero. All right, I'm going to fly into the room, I guess, and just part the curtains. And just gently float into the room. That'd be creepy as hell for anyone watching. Woman in a dress, just in a morning dress, floats into a window.
It's not a huge window.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
so you're kind of
I can go in horizontally. That's. I'm flying.
You just wrap up your skirts and. So you come into the room, and as you straighten yourself up, there is a pistol in your face.
Who is holding the pistol?
Man.
Have I noticed any changes in the door, in any noises or light back in the inside?
Have you been listening at the door?
Not at any specific door, no.
Okay, then no, you wouldn't have noticed anything.
What does this man look like?
He is dressed in dark clothes, has a dark and tattered, worn, that's the word.
Look,
not tattered,
is his coat of claret velvet and breeches of brown doe skin? These are the questions. and are they fitted with never a wrinkle and boots up to the thigh? Is there a bunch of lace at his chin and wearing a French cocked hat?
I know you want him to be that particular highwayman.
I mean, who wouldn't? I mean, there was nothing heterosexual about the way Noyes described this man's pants.
No.
Okay.
He's not that particular highwayman.
I'm greatly disappointed. Amy is very disappointed.
Yeah, he's not fancy. He does have the tricorder hat. And is dark and mysterious and is very handsome.
Okay, I'll take that.
He's the epitome of tall, dark, and handsome.
Hey, what's up?
Nice flying.
I'm realizing that even though I realize I can draw Onyx to me though.
Mm-hmm.
And Onyx is with Liz.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just going to silently draw Onyx to me, so Onyx should come to whatever door I'm behind.
Okay.
And I can't see what so Onyx will just go to wherever he feels me and just start scratching at the door.
Yeah, he walks over to the single door on
does a little
wall.
crow hop, the little raven hop across the ground.
Hops over and he picks up one of his talons and starts.
Figured he'd scrape with his beak, but yeah.
Well, it's cute if he uses his beak.
Okay.
I would like to take out my single shot pistol and blast the
Oh god, okay, we're going straight to shooting. It's not giving me a shot here at all.
Okay.
So, what's going on?
So
what's going on? Bang.
We're gonna Liz, attack the door, please.
Okay.
You're gonna have to reload after you do this.
I have a sword.
Okay.
That's a 6.
All right, that hits the door.
And then the damage, or I assume that hits.
Yes.
Yep. Damage. 7.
All right.
If you're giving it fodder hit points in the soak of fodder, that would actually should break the door, or at least the
yes.
lock.
Yeah. Because I'm assuming she's like pointing it like point blank at the lock mechanism and just like blasting it through.
Yeah.
And the door swings open. And
I feel like you could have given me a minute.
I didn't
Liz-
know.
Was there
Dee, you
screaming?
heard a gunshot, by the way.
Yeah, Dee, you've heard a gunshot. After you saw me fly in a window.
Oh shit! Dee runs in the front door.
So Liz, you have entered into a room, which is lit up. It's kind of like a sitting room, but a really like not great one. And there is another room past this, and through the doorway there, you can see a tall, dark, and handsome man who is now he's pointing one gun at Amy's face and like T-posing is aiming a second pistol at you.
Everybody needs
well.
to calm down.
Do we now, love? Do we?
Yeah.
Because I think we're starting a party here.
I mean, I'm not against a party. But we definitely don't have to have a fight.
No, we don't.
So why
You
doesn't
have my money.
Okay, so who did you send the ransom note with? Because nobody got it.
What?
Yeah, no, so this is the thing. So we need to have a conversation, all right? Literally, no one got a ransom note. We found a very freaked out servant girl this morning, which is the only reason why we know anything happened at all.
This is why you can't get good help these days.
This is what I'm saying. So...
But at least you got the message of the ransom. So do you have my money?
But there's a slight problem. I don't know if you've noticed, and I point at Liz. I don't know if you've noticed who I've brought with me.
Nobody even noticed she was gone.
Literally, the only people who know that you kidnapped anyone are in this room and a servant girl that no one believes.
So where did you all come from anyways?
A very complicated...
I didn't know Elizabeth had a twin.
This is more of a prince and a pauper situation.
What's that?
That story predates to like the Middle Ages. You'd think, okay,
I'm not...
rich person, poor person coincidentally look exactly the same.
Okay.
You kidnap the rich one, right?
Yeah.
As the poor one happened to accidentally roll up to the house and get swept into stuff. And maybe that when you're a group of people wandering around and suddenly it's here, stay in this nice house for an evening, you maybe don't explain to them that you're not who they think you are. We're running a scam on them. For a few days, eat some nice food, and sleep in warm beds. That's it.
Commendable.
Right. But
I
that
just-
means that we act. And since your ransom note never arrived, they didn't know that she was missing. We thought that we conveniently showed up at a party that she was late for. The whole thing's gone to shit.
Yeah.
So we need to sit down and come up with a new plan.
Hey, hold up. I mean, we can work with this.
Oh, so
I
D is
mean,
brought up?
We can still work with this. I feel
Right.
like.
No,
I mean, I
yeah,
don't know.
of course we can.
Like these people suck.
Right,
Someone
yeah,
should take their money.
Right. But that means that a new plan has to go into effect, right?
I mean, yeah.
Man.
So can we all put our guns down and, like, relax and, like, sit down and...
Holy shit! You guys all have guns out.
I don't! I mean, we know I don't need one, but still.
What?
Everyone
I mean, you're
put
all
our
armed.
weapons
I have
away
actually
and we sit
told
down.
my-
We figure out a new
my
plan.
piece yet.
We get you your money. We get out of town before anybody notices, and everyone has a good day. I'm Amy, by the way.
He holsters one of the guns and like shakes your hand. Luke.
Yeah. What did you say? Was that Luke? Is what he said?
Yeah.
Okay. No, I didn't hear again, so that's why I was. So you're from around here?
I should say. Luke Hunt. No, you haven't.
No, we're not.
I thought I was
locals.
working on it.
We're not local. Like I said, we're passing
yeah,
through.
Yeah, like literally until about like 10 minutes ago, I thought you were an Irish folk band.
That's because you're an idiot, D.
Irish? That's
It-
insult.
What's wrong with the Irish?
What's wrong with the Irish?
My mom's Irish.
Nothing. They're lovely. Right. What's this about a plan?
All right. So we have to figure out a way to
Where-
reinitialize the
Elizabeth?
ransom. Oh yeah, where is Elizabeth?
He goes to a large wardrobe and knocks on it and opens the door and out you pop, love. Ah, it was getting dreadfully stuffy in there. And out comes Elizabeth. Oh my. You're me?
Elizabeth, Liz.
In a sense, yes.
Oh.
But not.
Oh.
Our Liz is more tolerable. All right. So I gotta ask you, Elizabeth, what the heck do you see in Brent?
Oh, he's just wonderful.
He is, and you're not
He's
having it
so
off with your maid?
My mate.
I don't know. She was cute. Seems more like your type normally, at least more so
My-
than Brent.
Type. No, I'm so pleased to be marrying Brent. You have no idea. He's such a love.
Liz, I just want to say, no matter what mean things I have ever said to you, please understand that I will never ever think that you're the worst version of you that exists. Oh boy.
Thank you. You're sure that you want to marry Brent
Oh yes.
Why?
because of money?
Oh,
Is it a money thing?
I mean,
See,
The inheritance? You know, because of the patrilineal nature of the society?
he does come from a very good family, yes, but no, it's a love match for us.
because of expectations? Love, okay.
Yes, I don't see what's so hard to see about that.
It's
Nothing.
he just
He's great.
I don't
He's
know.
wonderful.
No,
He's very
it's
sweet.
yeah, Liz, she hasn't checked me out once. I think we've actually found a straight version of you.
when he's like, how often has he challenged people to duels? Like, just curiosity wise, does it happen a lot that you know of?
Has he done it again?
Yeah, he challenged me to a duel
But,
last
yeah.
night. I'm trying to make sure I
we
don't
need to
kill
get
him.
back and have a duel, I guess.
Yeah, it's kind of unclear if he still wanted to go through with the duel.
Yeah, I don't know if he. Yeah,
when we
it's-
went to talk to
his-
him.
Usually not.
Wait, what? Okay.
It's usually only when he overindulges, and he gets ideas in his head.
Well, he couldn't tell the difference between you and my friend here, so I got some real questions about the love match part.
I mean, he was drunk enough to
He wasn't
ask
drunk
a
at the
lady to a duel.
He wasn't drunk at the beginning of the evening.
I shall have words with him.
Because, like, your accents
I mean,
are
we could
entirely
still have a
different, and that
duel if
didn't
you
even
really
raise a
want.
question. I gotta, like, I think you need to be asking yourself what you're doing with this guy. Because, yeah, he can't tell the difference between you and a total stranger. Who doesn't even
I
sound
reiterate,
like you.
We can still duel. Like, that's not off the
I'm
table,
not
right?
killing Brent. I
have
don't
to
like him,
kill
but
him. You'll shoot him, and he'll probably get a gangrenous infection.
I'm not
Lose a limb.
shooting Brent.
What the sawbones is here for?
We're not shooting Brent. There's no reason to do that. Okay,
You're
we have
not
Elizabeth now. We can go.
Well, I mean,
We're gonna
but no,
cut a
it's this
deal
guy
with
needs his money.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This guy needs his money.
seems nice.
He
Why
put-
is it?
Luke, this very attractive man is putting a lot of work into this, and frankly, screw the upper class.
Yeah.
No,
I like the way she thinks.
he
I
kidnapped
like the way
a
you
woman.
think.
Yeah, but,
Nobody's
you know,
perfect.
I didn't
don't know.
hurt her.
It's she doesn't look. I see all the fingers. I don't see any bruises or broken bones.
No.
You've been treated well.
Oh, yes. I mean, it's been a little lonely without Brent, but
Luke,
You
would
hear that
say
sentence?
you're,
She deserved to get kidnapped, and she's fine. All right.
Luke, well, how would you say you feel about class divides? Let's say.
what about
Ma-
them?
What? How do you feel about maybe like I don't know, like
What, like
making
Sod
the
the
class
Rich?
divide smaller? Yeah.
Like Sod the Rich?
Yeah, Sod
Yes.
the rich.
Yeah,
Exactly.
that's what I say. Sod the Rich.
Fuck yeah. All right.
Yeah. No, I'm with the highwayman.
Or Sod, yeah.
I'm with Luke here.
I mean, you could be with the highwayman.
I mean, I'm not against it.
Oh
God.
yeah.
I mean, if you want to get a drink after we figure out how to get you your money, I wouldn't say no.
All right then, let's make this plan.
Yeah, let's fuck over some rich people and get Amy laid.
End scene.
Stormwood and Associates is a production of Nerd and Tie. You can find more information at nerdandtie.com/stormwood. You can also find us on social media at Nerd and Tie on Twitter, nerdandtie.tumblr.com, and facebook.com/nerdandtie. This podcast can be subscribed to on anywhere that major podcasts are found: iTunes, Spotify, Stitcher, Podbean, and quite a few other places, and anywhere that takes an RSS feed as well. Hey, while you're still here, let me tell you about another podcast on the Nerd and Tie Network, and that's Let's Be Legendary. Let's Be Legendary, the Fey Wild West, is a 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons actual play game, so an actual play game like this one, but like, you know, in a system people actually use in the real world. Set in a homebrew Wild West steampunk world, the Fey Wild West follows 2 people discovering what it means to be in a relationship, all the while seeking revenge and learning the truth of their pasts. Let's Be Legendary podcast is an LGBTQ+ podcast with both main and minor characters, as well as players falling under the queer blanket. A heavy RP game with a focus on story and characters, and you can hear it every week here on the Nerd and Tie Network, and you can find all of their subscription information and links at nerdandtie.com/legendary.